this video, we will look at when, how, and why to prune roses. The pruning season depends on the type of rose. The rose bush we pruned in this video is one of remontant roses, meaning it blooms several times a year and should be pruned near the end of the winter when temperatures begin to rise and there is less chance of frost. It is also important to prune during the waning quarter, when there is low sap flow and the plant is less likely to lose sap after cutting. Pruning should be done after dew has dissipated in order to avoid water accumulation in the cuttings, which could cause the appearance of fungus. When pruning roses, depending on the thickness and height of the branches, you will need a pruning shears and a branch cutter. Pruning equipment should always be well sharpened and disinfected with alcohol before use on each plant to prevent a sick plant from passing diseases and pests on to other healthy plants. The first thing to do is to examine the plant in order to identify branches growing towards the center of the rose bush, branches crossing each other, dried, damaged, or diseased branches, branches that are too long or too high, branches that grow towards passageways. Branches that grow towards the center of the rose bush must be cut back so that the plant does not become too dense. Excess branches make all the branches overall weaker. On the other hand, it also creates more space for better air circulation and lightening, while allowing the plant's shape to be defined and balanced. Dried, damaged, or diseased branches are also useless and can be a gateway for pests and diseases, so they should be cut off immediately. Crossing branches compete with each other and harm both each other's growth and productivity. You should cut those that are growing towards the center of the rose bush and favor those that are growing outwards, as they will contribute for the formation of the plant and have better sun exposure. Branches that are too long or too tall become weaker and are in danger of breaking, plus it is not practical to have a rose bush that is too tall. Cutting these branches makes them stronger while allowing you to define the contours of the rose bush. Branches growing into passageways take up unnecessary space and can even injure people passing by, so they should be cut back in a way that they won't grow back in the same direction. The ideal cut should be precise and made all at once, whenever possible, with a slope of about 45 degrees, which prevents the accumulation of water that can cause the branch to rot and the appearance of fungus. If the goal is to eliminate an entire branch, the cut should be made where the branch begins, that is, at the insertion with another branch or with the trunk. If the goal is to shorten a branch, the cut should be made above the bud so that it can sprout and grow healthy and vigorous. From this pruning, this was the amount of dried branches removed. And this was the amount of branches that we cut but can be reused. In the next video, we will show you how to propagate roses from these cuttings. And here we have our rose bush pruned and ready for the next blooming season. If you like this video, also visit this post on our blog where we have a lot of detailed information about pruning roses. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our channel for more videos about the amazing world of plants.